So hey kiddos, how's everybody doing today? As we see, we are in Bonus Mom's custom kitchen. Yes, we had several architects combine on how to arrange this kitchen to facilitate what I'm about to show you now. Are we lucky enough to have any viewers, Pixl?
Yeah, I believe we've got Ace, we've got Haley Corns.
Okay.
We have 4 or 5 folks in here hanging out.
Okay. So I'm going to share with you today the signature dish of the Hinkle family, which is my mother's family, from whom I am descended. This is a dish of long-standing. We did this for special events, holidays, and when there was no money in the house, which was almost every day, because my grandfather was a tenant farmer and my grandmother had to make do with what she had. Yes. So this recipe was passed down through her through multiple generations. And it was never written down because, frankly, it would be too complicated and long. It would take pages and pages in a recipe book to write down the intricacies of this dish. What am I speaking of? I am speaking of the hallowed, the gourmet, the unbelievably fine macaroni and tomato juice. You can only use the finest of ingredients. You must be meticulous in your measuring and your cooking. It must be guarded and watched at all times. Yes. Actually, it's good for the cook to prepare herself or himself the day before preparing this dish by perhaps fasting, prayer. And if you're as poor as my mother's family was growing up, well, then fasting was an everyday occurrence. Yes. Julia Child never included this recipe in any of her television programs or her cookbook, but probably because she just knew that she couldn't do it the time and the honor that it needed to. It's too time consumptive, consuming, could be consumptive. We'll think on that. So I want to share that with you today. Again, you may want to take notes. Be sure that you have paper and pencil. And I say pencil because, so that you could make corrections. I will not need to because I am all of those things. I am the world's best macaroni and tomato juice preparer. I study Pixl. Thou maketh a face?
No, not me. No, I would never.
Pixl, you learned at my knee, but let's face it, you don't have the years in this that I do. You could not possibly do this as well as I do. So
I believe it's possible that I am, in fact, a macaroni prodigy.
I don't think so. I do not believe that is possible. Let us begin.
I'm sorry, you don't think that your own child is capable? Is that what I'm hearing?
I studied from my grandmother's knee and moved on to my mother's knee, and very plump knees they were. And so, no, Pixl, I just don't think you're old enough to have the intricacies of this recipe down pat. Shall we begin?
I believe so.
Watch the hands of the master. First, we need...
Let's see, Ace of Spades says, am I detecting a cook-off? A macaroni showdown, if you will.
Well, we did discuss that possibility.
We did discuss that possibility.
But I think that my way is the best way, and there's just no... I mean, he can say the occasional
my
comment.
way is the best way, but...
Well, go get your effing pot, Pixl, if you think you can do it.
Well,
do I need to hold the phone?
Listen, as we discussed, that's not how you wanted it to go, so... I suppose that's not how it's going to go.
First, we measure the water carefully. I'm cooking for 2. Pixl only cooks for 1 because, frankly, he just doesn't have the wits about him to cook for 2. So you want to carefully measure your water. You want to have the best water available to you, as did my grandmother. So here we go.
Bonus Mom is about to throw pots right now. Is that like throwing hands, but for cooking?
Kind of. If I throw this pot, Pixl on the phone will get very wet. Having carefully measured and watched, I now turn the heat on. I grasp the heat button firmly, turning to the right until I hear the ignite button. Yes, there we go. Moderately high heat. Okay, now we take salt. Oh, so carefully, watching every step that we do, knowing exactly and when to quit. Is that what you do, Pixl?
I put more salt in it, and I don't measure anything. Although you didn't just now, so
It's in the
finesse.
It's in the management. It's in the knowledge that has been given to me through years
Also,
and years and years.
RPD is here, and guys, thanks for those roses, much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Pixl, look over there, quick, look over there, look. Back now. We're going to wait for the pot to boil. Only the maestro of the macaroni and tomato juice cooker knows when that will be. Meanwhile, she's going to measure the entirely appropriate amount of macaroni to make a 2-person serving. Oh, so carefully. Using only the finest ingredients, we have searched the land from top to bottom to find this Walmart store brand macaroni.
It's truly gourmet, guys.
Shh. Do you hear that? Did you hear that?
Do what?
Did you hear this sound? This is the macaroni going into the plastic measuring cup. That's an always joyful moment for me because I know what's coming.
Sounds a little bit like some of the macaroni not going in to the plastic measuring cup.
What do you do, oh paltry cooker of single-serving macaroni and tomato juice?
Once the water's boiling, I just dump a random amount of macaroni into it until it looks like there's enough for me to eat.
I'm making random amount of macaroni. And Pixl, do you go out and search the best macaroni? Have you tested all the macaronis on the planet? Or do you just get some macaroni?
Usually what I do is I find my next victim and I just break into their house and steal their macaroni.
Pixl,
yes.
Pixl, this is
I'm a serial macaroni thief.
This is the real world. Oh, I'm seeing.
Let's see. BonusMom, maestro of macaroni, roller of dice, mother of kiddos. Yes. I hope to see this orneriness at that one shot, says RPD.
Okay. We'll see what we can do.
Speaking of RPD, friends, we have some... In our link tree in BonusMom's bio, there is a link to the podcast, and then our newest episode that just went up on Sunday is an interview with a member of RPD. With
Steve, 6154, also known as Greg from RPD.
Annie, thanks for that share.
Yeah. We had a delightful interview. Greg is going to be at my table when I do my one shot September 23rd at about 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, where a bonus mom will be the sinister bonus mom, Pixl person. And I will be running a one-shot adventure called Sphere of Sunlight. This adventure was written by James Pianka, and we hope to have him there to say hi to our players. And yes, I have been interviewing all of our players. I also interviewed Nerdy Teacher, who is very active on TikTok, and go check her out. And for definite sure, check her Etsy store.
Amy says, what are you making? I need dinner ideas.
Oh, well... I mean, this is more than an idea. This is a way of life. This is a tradition in my family. It goes back through the aeons of time in the Hinkle family, clear back to the Depression, when my grandmother, Miss Ida B. Hinkle, used to make macaroni and cheese for her 5 little darlings.
Macaroni and cheese?
Macaroni and tomato juice. Did I say cheese?
You said cheese. She doesn't know.
Oh, God. I do.
BonusMom doesn't even know what she's cooking. She's the maestro of macaroni. She can't even keep it straight.
Pixl, I can't keep your name straight either, but I created you. I brought you into this world, and I can take you out. Granted, I'd have to have plenty of help and several days' notice, but...
Did she say Hinkle or Hickle? It is Hinkle. Hinkle. Hinkle.
Hinkle. From Lewisburg, West Virginia.
That is a question from Allie GD.
Allie,
sorry you have to go.
My mother's family grew up in Greenbrier County, West Virginia, and ate a heck of a lot of macaroni and tomato juice. Actually, my grandmother's macaroni and cheese is out of this world, too. Yeah. The bubbles are on the bottom of the pot.
Okay, so anyway, Amy, we are making macaroni and tomato juice, which is an old family recipe. One of the things this is the first time we've done this since we did the Cheez-It Chicken. One of the things we're trying to do, folks, is to not just showcase, big fancy recipes, which, let's be frank, we couldn't necessarily cook anyway.
No, we started at the top. Julia Child would have loved this.
No, but in all seriousness, to make sort of like simple recipes that don't cost a lot of money that people can try. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we just add the bullshit in for free, basically.
Yeah, basically.
But anyway, my grandmother really did raise her kids on this because they did grow up in the Depression. My grandfather was a tenant farmer in Greenbrier County. My mother always told me that there was a period of time in Greenbrier County, West Virginia, where my grandfather and family had lived at every single tenant farm in that county. Because he would move, like the way migrant farmers do today. My grandfather was that during the Depression, and he would move from farm to farm and help with whatever needed to be. His avocation and passion was horses, and he was amazing with horses. He, as a matter of fact, in World War I was in the 40 and 8, which they were trained. He was trained as a soldier to be on a train boxcar with 40 soldiers and 8 horses, and he took care of the horses. And his honor was in training, he did a fine enough job that he got to take care of the captain's horse. So that was my grandfather, Lacey Hinkle, E.L. Hinkle. Okay, it's starting to boil. Now, Pixl, do you wait for the full-throated boil, or does your anxiety and your eagerness make you toss it in there the minute it starts to boil?
As soon as it starts to boil, I'm throwing macaroni in there because I am hungry and I want to eat.
We kind of agree with that, so here I go. So I carefully, being sure that I am adding the macaroni in the sacred and deep, perfect, rich way, I dump it in, and then I stir it up. Now, a thing about macaroni is, you may not know this, it is quite starchy. Therefore, if you don't stir it occasionally, this is serious, and I'm not BSing about this, it will stick to the bottom of the pan. Also, if you're not careful.
Is 1 cup enough for 2 people? So is 1 cup enough for 2 people?
Yeah, 1 cup makes about 2.5 cups of macaroni. When you eat it with 3 or 4 slices of buttered bread.
Oh, yeah, okay. Usually when I'm eating this in the middle of the night, I just have the macaroni, but...
Yeah. So.
And Amy says that she is an anxiety boiler herself. So.
Okay.
We have relatable content for the chat with the anxiety boiler.
That. Thank you. Okay. It's
also, Bjorvio is here.
Bjorvio! Perhaps my character for my one shot of Bjorvio should be BonusMom, the macaroni cooker. How does that fit into outer space? She walks around continually with a limp noodle. Yes. Do you keep up with how long you boil this?
No. I just taste it every so often. And
we're going to set a timer just so I don't get to run in my mouth and forget. But I don't really set a timer either. This is, macaroni and tomato juice you can make for literally pennies. Seriously.
It is true.
We're using Campbell's tomato juice, and we buy this size can, the little 6-pack over there, because when Pixl makes it, he uses whatever macaroni he throws in the pot and 1 can of tomato juice. I like it tomato juicier. My grandmother, who canned all of her own fruits and vegetables, she canned everything. She canned meat. She canned sausage. My grandfather cured hams.
Aurora says, good morning, all. Amy and RPD both shared the live. Thank you guys for those shares.
Thank you so much.
There's some new followers. Kimmy, thanks for the follow. I missed one earlier, I think. Who followed earlier?
So my grandmother would can everything, and her homemade canned tomato juice, we all absolutely adored it. And it is really good in this, and even the canned tomatoes, chop them up and throw them in there. You can use the store-bought ones, but seriously, the home canned is like unbelievable.
There it is. There's the boiling macaroni, folks.
Now, another serious consideration is how long do you cook your macaroni? I like it a tad al dente. I think if you cook it to where it is really soft and mushy, you have to just throw it away. It's terrible. I want to be sure I'm lined up here for this. Yes. So, I put 7 minutes on it, but usually what I do is I get my spaghetti grabber. I don't know what my grandmother used, and I'll try to get out 1 or 2, throw them on the counter, taste them, and see if they're done.
Yeah, I just use like a plastic spoon, but
it's a ritual.
Let's see. Kate says, I've never made it to a live, but I love your TikToks.
Oh, well, thank you, Kate, and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I've been sharing, Kate, that this is an old family recipe back actually from the poverty-stricken Depression days. We have found macaroni and tomato juice in restaurants, though. Did you know that?
No, I've never heard of it ever anywhere.
When we lived in Birmingham and we were going to Eastminster over in the Trustful area, there was a little family restaurant in Trustful that one day a week, macaroni and tomato juice would be one of its sides.
Wow. Yes. Was a side item? That's interesting.
Yeah, like you could pick, green beans and macaroni and tomato juice if you wanted to. Okay, so here in Knoxville, There's this one restaurant place at Center Strip Mall over in Carnes, and they've had like 10 different restaurants, and nothing has ever succeeded. They tried home cooking one day, like meatloaf and fried chicken, and that woman tried macaroni and tomato juice, and it was a hideous failure. And that's because, seriously,
because they boiled them tomato juice.
You have to prepare this, and you got to sit down at the table, and you got to eat this. You cannot let time pass.
That is
because
true.
It coagulates. The tomato juice sucks into the macaroni, and it is nasty. It makes the macaroni soggy.
Yeah, this is not a cook it and serve it later kind of meal. This is a eat it right away kind of situation.
I won't either. Like, if we fill up our 2 bowls and there's a little bit left in the pan, Pixl is enough of a knave that he'll go ahead and eat it, but I will not. I am a purist, and I will only eat it the first time out of the pot.
Jay Swizz says they have that curtain. They bought it 13 years ago. This one here.
At Walmart?
Huh. I don't know.
Which is where we got our premium macaroni that we only get from the finest places. Great value, store brand. Any store brand will do. Yeah,
also, friends, if you have any recipes in this same vein, we're not looking for, creme brulee here. We're not looking for...
This is creme brulee.
Listen, bullshit aside, BonusMom. Listen, the voice of the people, Pixl, over here, being real with everybody. If you have recipes you want to share with us, you'd like to see us try and cook, go to our Discord. The link is in BonusMom's link tree. And we have a channel in there called Roll for Recipes, just like the title of this video. And Aurora's dying of laughter. Jay Swizz says, yes, but at Walmart. Anyway, you can post your own recipes. We're looking for stuff that is relatively easy to make, relatively cheap to make, so that we can share it with folks. Times are tough all around, and they're, I think, only going to get tougher, unfortunately, given the state of things at the moment. And so, we all may need plenty of cheap recipes we can try out. So... If you enjoy this content, we're going to try to do these maybe on Saturdays in general, but TBD on that. But keep an eye out, and if there's things you would like us to try that you do, for these same kinds of recipes, Roll for Recipes.
Tell us in the
Discord.
I think that it is for sure that this particular live stream will be uploaded to YouTube. When you cook at the top of the mark,
you have to...
then you need to get it out there so people can see.
Right. Gordon Ramsay, step aside. We are bringing the macaroni and tomato juice, baby. Katie says you have to join the Discord. Please do. Yeah.
Macaroni and tomato juice.
Speaking of the Discord, guys, when you get in there is a little bit of an onboarding, which can be confusing if you're not a Discord native type person. But you basically just react to some of the roles in the channels you have access to, and it should guide you through it. So, okay. How we doing here?
We are cooking. We're at roughly a minute and a half, and let me see. No, it ain't there. I'm going to do the thing. People, so bear with me. I'm going to turn the temperature. This is like, you don't have to do this. You can just let it go, but in the interest of trying to get something totally amazing in front of you as soon as possible. Oh, and look at the boiling. Woohoo, that was like instant, and now it's boiling up. Yeah. We're going to have some magic then.
Amy Pond sent us some hearts and roses.
Thank you.
Mark's Mobile Music.
We've already cooked Cheez-Its chicken on here, but it was such a phenomenal thing.
Carolina Psycho says, hi, BonusMom.
When we did our Cheez-Its chicken was on a day that BonusMom hadn't combed her hair in roughly 3 days, which is kind of just a fun little side fact for you, but you would know that if you go to YouTube and watch that video. Okay, I'm going back down again because it's getting a little overwhelming. But yeah, we have one for ramen noodles and cream of chicken soup. Is Black Moon out there? When Black Moon
I have not seen Black Moon today, so it's probably good that we didn't do that today.
We're going to try to get Black Moon in here because it is, I believe, Black Moon's recipe, and cook that for you on Saturday. Ramen noodles and cream of chicken soup. Black Moon swears it can't be true.
Let's see. Moth says, hi, BonusMom. What you doing for Halloween?
Well, I don't know. What should I do? Should I live stream?
Yeah, we haven't thought that far ahead.
Candy to roughly 500 children because
we should. We should absolutely live stream when we're doing that.
I will be dressing up as BonusMom and probably handing out my business cards with my like thing.
We should put up a screen and just play your TikToks on repeat in the background.
Yes.
Listen, we're not shy here at the Bonus Household. Okay.
Okay, it's not ready yet.
Carolina Psycho says, can I make a recommendation for an awesome meal? Yes, you can. You want to put another timer, or we just...
No, I'm just going to watch it now. I'm going to step away, Pixl. You want to show them what it looks like while I run and get something to write on?
POV, guys, you are cooking macaroni and tomato juice with BonusMom and Pixl. That's what it looks like.
See, the thing is, if you give me this recommendation at the end of this live stream, it will be gone forever, Carolina.
Okay.
So give me
all right. So a couple of things. First things, yes, Carolina, you can put it in here now. Also, Carolina, if you join our Discord, we do have a channel specifically for recipes that will go in this show. We've been meaning to do this for a while. We kind of had a lark today and decided to do it. So you can put it there as well, where it will live for posterity, and we can try that. Thanks for the likes, Moth. Jay Swizz, have you tried mayo Parmesan cheese baked chicken? It sounds gross, but it's great. We have not.
Cheese.
We have done Parmesan chicken. But again, please throw that in our Discord.
Okay, that's Jay.
If you can you head into the Discord now to join. Excellent, Carolina Psycho.
Okay,
yeah,
so
please.
Carolina, that's better than me trying to write down the suggestion.
Bonus Mom, you should make potato candy for Halloween. What on earth is that?
I don't know, but it sounds good.
Aurora, thanks for the share.
Okay, let me tell Carolina and Jay and anybody else that this is important. This is really seriously important. If you come to my Discord, but you have a different Discord name than your TikTok name, tell me who you are. Come in, join as whoever you are, and then say, Bonus Mom, comma, this is blank, blank, blank on TikTok.
Yes.
So I know who you are.
Also, Carolina Psycho did just join and has the same name. So
okay.
all is well there. But anyone else who's thinking of joining us. Moth, what is potato candy? And Jay Swizz, do you have a recipe for that? If so, throw it in here, or better, put it in our Discord. Or you can post it on Bonus Mom's Twitter or Facebook or something.
It's like a taffy, am I right? Is it like
just a single boiled potato, powdered sugar, and Nutella. So you want us to give children an entire boiled potato?
No, you cook it.
Okay.
Stir it all up, and you make little dinguses out of it.
Right? Oh, okay.
You make little candy.
I mean, listen, I actually think that would be extremely funny, and that we definitely should do it. But Shady DM is here. Welcome, Shady.
The kind of potato matters. What kind of potato?
What kind of potato, Moth? Pixl, did I check out Sanctuary Island yet on Final Fantasy? I have not. I have actually been playing New World a little bit on my stream. We're trying to get some of the folks from our Discord community and from the Yeet Fleet maybe back interested in that game. So I've been playing that, but I really have been meaning to get back into Final Fantasy, but it's one of those just hours in the day kind of things for me right now.
And I'm intrigued by Final Fantasy. One day I think that is a game. There's a couple out there. Skyrim, Final Fantasy. I'm intrigued.
Oh, you love New World. Well, excellent. Well, we're on the Steel Castle server, Amy, if you want to join us.
Not Final Fantasy. It's Kingdom Hearts. That's the one I'm
Yes, kind of Kingdom Hearts. Well, we've talked about Final Fantasy 14 a little bit, and I think you would like just walking around and looking at all the people's cool costumes and mounts and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
You just might. Right on. Final Fantasy 14 is so good. Yes, Nama Madness. Moth, this is important, though. Moth said Russet or Idaho is best. Got to be bigger than the size of your palm. We have pulled out some macaroni.
That's interesting because russet is a grainy potato. So does this candy have a...
Pluckers... Oh, that's... Shady DM says Kingdom Hearts. Yes, she's interested in Kingdom Hearts because of...
How cute it is.
Yeah, and our friend Vincent, it says favorite game in the world. Yeah, I feel like it's good.
That's where you like it? See,
yeah,
I like it just a little bit dunner than that.
Oh, I don't. I like it like under. See, when I said I liked it underdone, and you thought I don't think... a little bit more. But if you want to cook it more, it's fine. I'll eat it, you know.
See, okay. I want more of the starch.
Kate says you joined the Discord. You're Kate on Discord as well. Excellent. Also, I know I'm talking a lot today, guys. It's Pixl of Hammer and Pixl. I know. Bonus Mom is being the chef over here. I've got to keep the banter going.
You got to. Okay, I'm getting ready. Are you over here?
Oh, here we are. The moment of truth.
Oh, this is another really serious part. Do you do this, Pixl? Do you rinse it?
I don't.
I rinse it so I get it. I gotta switch hands so I get the extra starch out of it.
That's probably a great idea.
Seriously, the extra starch, depending on, because all tomato juice, even Campbell's, is not uniform. And I also rinse it out with hot water, or it just gets cold again. Get rid of as much extra sauce. And
Kenneth says, popping in real quick, waiting to see your eye doctor. Well, thanks for popping in. Shady DM says, now you're hungry. Moth says, we're back to the potato candy. Moth says, you mash the tater, add powdered sugar till it makes a stiff dough, roll it out.
Butter for you.
Yeah, that's perfect. Great. Okay, back to this. Moth says, you mash the tater, add powdered sugar till it makes it a stiff dough, and then roll it out and spread Nutella, and then roll it back up and cut into candy pieces.
Oh, I've done that with peanut butter and no potato.
And
okay. We got to leave that. Do you see what I'm doing? This
Yes.
When you make a gourmet dish, you can't
yep.
jump over and talk about potato candy. As riveting as that is that the amount of butter you would use?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Now, I like to kind of melt the butter. I'm turning it down before I put the macaroni back in.
I do as well. Yep.
Kind of get it all nice and, melty so it'll go everywhere.
Are those stuck over there? Oh, you got them.
I got them.
Good.
Okay, so that's pretty well done. Now I'm adding the macaroni back in. Carefully watching each and every step so that not even a single macaroni is lost.
Okay.
Then I stir
What are those
macaroni
magic inserts we have in the sink? Someone wants to know about our sink inserts, Bonus Mom.
Okay, I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Now I'm stirring all the butter up. You've left my recipe thing here. I'm stirring all the butter.
We're at the critical moment.
This is the point at which my grandfather would have stopped. He liked spaghetti done this way, and he liked macaroni done this way, just in the butter.
Just buttered noodles? Mm.
But
I believe I had those at Beast's house one time. They were pretty good.
Yeah, we're going to... Well, I should shake it up
We are going to continue onward.
Yeah.
Sometimes at this point, I actually will put salt and pepper in before I do the thing and then stir it all up. But you can do it either way.
Okay, well, I'll do it this way. I'll add it in between because this is getting another jar of tomato juice. So how's that? Carefully measuring, so carefully down to the little tiny piece of pepper. I pay attention to what I'm doing.
And Moth, thanks for that follow. Ace says, eye on the prize, Pixl. There's a complex recipe.
That's right. It's all good, and I'm fascinated by the potato candy, and I truly hope that they come into my Discord and share it, although I could also Google it. Okay, now
it's better with Nutella, but you can use whatever you like, even multiple things in one roll.
Okay, we did it with a little bit of lemon juice, confectioner's sugar, some water in there, rolled it out, made the paste, put the peanut butter on it, rolled it back up, and we called it peanut butter pinwheels. Oh,
that actually sounds really good.
Okay, now then, bowls. Now, show them how wet this is, because that's how I like it.
Okay.
Yours, not so much, right?
Yeah. See, I tend to do mine with a little bit more macaroni than tomato juice. In a way, it's not quite as tomato juicy. She does hers extra tomato juicy. So. Moth, I will join the Discord with the recipe shortly as soon as I find the link. The link is in her link tree in her TikTok bio, Moth.
Okay, this is crucial. You want to heat this up, but God forbid you let it come to a boil. If it comes to a boil, you have to throw it away. It's not good anymore. You want it hot but not boiling.
Yes, hot but not boiling. Do not boil this.
Boil it not.
Coming in late.
Be upset.
Yes. What are we making, Just Life with Adam? We are making macaroni and tomato juice, which is an old family recipe from the Depression that Bonus Mom's grandma cooked for Bonus Mom's mom, and then Bonus Mom's mom cooked for Bonus Mom, and then Bonus Mom cooked for me.
To the point where when my little boys were growing up, I told them why I'm doing the whole thing about how gourmet it is because we told our boys that. They completely bought into it, and they would tell their friends they couldn't be their friends unless they ate macaroni and tomato juice, which was gourmet.
Candace says, hello, Bonus Mom. First time here. Wanted to say love your content and all the smiles.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, and very welcome. We are close, guys. If I could just see, like, out around the outer edge, one little boil start. Just
Life with Adam says, we always did macaroni and tomatoes. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You did?
That's what they said. They didn't say tomato juice. They just said macaroni and tomatoes.
Well, and my grandmother did it with tomatoes, too. Yeah. Okay. I think I can
this
hear it.
This is what you want. You want to hear it. You hear that? Look just before it boils is where you're at.
That baby's done. That baby is done. Now, you were saying is 1 cup of macaroni enough? Look what we got here. Let's see. Pixel, I think that this is actually probably yours. Yeah. And this is mine. Because
see, Bonus Mom likes the one that has more juice, and I like the one that has more macaroni. So
that's it. You got 2 full.
We're going to swap them around here.
It looks like I'm getting more because I've got the...
got the juice.
I got the juice.
It's got the juice. Can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
About the rest of you, I'm very particular about my bread. Okay, so I like only buy bread from the grocery store. I don't ever bake it myself. So it is particularly good with bread. And
Deb
salt.
Peters, love this stuff. You were raised on it. Oh, you also had macaroni and tomato juice.
Did I do
Look
it
at that.
Did I do it the way you like it? And do I make you want it now? Or are you going to like go home and fix it?
See, now the thing is we got to figure out, like, I don't think we should sit here and eat this on stream, but I don't know.
I think we just want to pan our table.
There it is. And here's our humble table, friends, with our little humble butter dish and our store-bought bread.
And what drink goes with macaroni and tomato juice better? More of our premium out of the faucet water. I don't think you want to do any milk with this.
Yeah.
Now,
And the bread and butter. And the bread and butter. Absolutely, Adam.
Yeah.
Bread and butter is...
There are people out there who cannot leave perfection alone. They feel that they must add something. And you'll hear them say, oh, I do that to macaroni and cheese. Or, oh, that would be really good if there was hamburger in it. Do not listen to them. This is perfection. And now we're going to sit down and eat it.
Yes.
And we're not going to let you watch because it gets in Pixl's beard and it's really, really ugly.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'm going to call it a done deal. I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the rivalry between Pixl and BonusMom. And I'm going to quit talking because if it cools down, you have to throw it away. Yeah.
Okay. So Susan, I have never seen anyone make tomato. If you want to get started, I'll handle the wrapping this up. I've never seen anyone make macaroni and tomato soup with noodles. I do this all the time. It's not tomato soup. It kind of is. It's actually tomato juice. So I don't know how it would be with tomato soup instead, but you can certainly try that. Candace says, just want some. Yes, me too. I'm about to sit down and eat it. Okay. Final thing. Again, friends, if you like this, we're going to hopefully do this on Saturdays moving forward. 2, join our Discord if you would have recipes for us or if you want to see these recipes. 3, the recipe for this, very simple. Boil macaroni, strain macaroni, put butter in pot, put macaroni in pot, put tomato juice in butter, salt and pepper to taste, eat with bread and butter. So we will try to put that in our Discord as well for people. But yes, and one last thing, BonusMom.
Minus garnish and I'm gone. I usually add just a little bit more pepper.
A little more pepper. Okay. Well, Amy, thank you for the rose and the tiny dino. Welcome to the Discord, the few folks who have joined. If you have trouble navigating and getting where you need to go in there, just post in either help desk or in the welcome channel, and I will help you out. Okay. Thanks, everybody, and we are going to pop off here.